Oh, you don't like it when the beast pokes the bear, huh? Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Bam Bam, No Limitation Rideshare. I'm back. And I'm just going to let you know off the bat, this is going to be a longer one because there was a lot of bullshit that this guy spewed that we're going to have to cipher through. Unfortunately, I do want to set a lot of things straight here about a few lies on me, Mr. Professor. But after seeing some of this, it was really hard to get through it. So I hope that my commentary along the way helps you guys to stomach this bullshit. But first, I have an announcement to make. On Monday between 6-7 p.m., there's going to be a collab between Gio, Kevin, Lenny, Gridwise, and Uberman Tampa, Scott. We are collabing on the channel called American Gigolo. Yes, Gio's channel. I'm going to be back on there. So, and if it's GIG-ALO, that is, if you can't find it, because the movie and stuff, you could find it very easily under Rideshare Revolution. We're going to talk about some things, including kind of a more proper discussion about a strike, which can bring me into this asshole. I never said that strikes don't work. I never said that. And you can't take this back, asshole. But what I said is that striking on a day when people, let me say it this way. I have the luxury of having a vehicle. On Memorial Day, my sister and my grandfather are both buried very, 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 very close to each other. My grandfather served this country. Okay, my grandfather's. No stolen valor. I think he calls me a soldier or something, which I'll get more into in a little bit. But I have the luxury of going to see my grandfather and my sister, and that's Memorial Day to me. What you're telling drivers to do is to take that away from people. People that don't have cars, that need rideshare to and from the cemetery to go visit their loved ones that fought for this country, even ones that didn't fight for this country. What you're telling people to do, drivers, is to hurt the people even more on an American holiday. That was a piece of shit thing to do, and that is true cowardice. If you want to talk about a strike, okay? First of all, just Monday, Rideshare Revolution, we will be there, okay? I never said that strikes didn't work. I never said that. I don't know how you heard that. So, and forgive me, it is nighttime, so I'm not sure what angle I need to get rid of that, but just bear with me. Okay, let's get into it, because no limitation rideshare, Mr. Dyslexia.
All of the drivers and riders that participated in the strike, there were many. We made the news, we made the headlines. I just want to...
You made the news in one city. You called it a worldwide strike. There have been hundreds of strikes, and I've actually participated in one. Maybe you would know that if you fucking... One city, okay? He's got to boast about himself, so here he goes. Of course, he's the man, right? Yeah, okay. All right, Mr. Boaster.
On this little video for you. Okay, we need some volume, don't we? Would be good if we have.
Struggle with a shortage of riders to meet growing
There we
demand.
go. Sorry,
An Uber strike around the country may have made travel on this day even more challenging. In Nashville, it comes as the city continues to struggle with a shortage of riders to meet growing demand. News Channel 5's Levi Ismail explains what it's all about and how it's that are more expensive and the ones that are taking much longer to get to us. The only problem is telling the difference between an Uber shortage and an Uber strike. Problem is telling the difference between an Uber shortage and an Uber strike. If you've booked a ride and suddenly got a sticker shock, just know you're not alone.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm not going to pay $60 for a ride that takes 10 minutes.
The costly rides are how Uber and Lyft have compensated for paying drivers more to return to rideshare. Torsten Kunet, or better known as Rideshare Professor, posted this video on YouTube. There he tells Uber that all it takes is listening to their drivers. He calls their new Uber Crew program a PR stunt for asking drivers to volunteer their time and act as spokespeople for other drivers in their communities.
Listen, the only way we amplify our voices is by striking on Memorial Day.
Dozens of people commented and said they would take Monday off, but Uber says they haven't seen much of a difference in service. When I asked Kunet why
because Professor thinks that reaching 40,000 people is somehow a worldwide strike. There's 7 billion people on the planet. Most rideshare drivers are not on YouTube. Most are not on Facebook. How many are on uberpeople.net? How many are on Reddit? Okay? Do you honestly think that you made the difference just because you saw your face on the news? In one city. What was it, Nashville? But it was a worldwide strike. Okay. That's a really far stretch is all I'm fucking saying.
Memorial Day, he said, it's not about taking attention away from our fallen heroes. The point is for Uber to...
Right. You redefined the definition of Memorial Day by remembering our fallen rideshare drivers. If you want a holiday for that, then make a holiday for that. Don't do it on a national holiday when people that fought for this country, their families even lost their loved ones in war, or they lived on and died later. They fought for this country. And I have said this now, second time I'm saying this. I am very anti-regime change war, okay? But historically, there were 2 wars that did something really good. World War II, which prevented Nazi Germany from creating a genocide, and the Civil War, which freed the slaves. We have heroes that fought in those 2 wars. People's family members that died in those wars or fought in those wars and died later. Why can't somebody on Memorial Day find a car to go and see their dead loved ones? This is where you fucked up, because you can't take that, you can't give that back. You can't give that back. And you just redefine the entire thing as we're going to remember our fallen rideshare drivers. Make a holiday for that. Memorial Day, and I'm the coward for standing up for people. Okay, whatever.
Understand that there are drivers around the country who have to be better protected if we expect them to return.
And what did it do? Mr. Temper Tantrum, what did it do? It did nothing. One city did a 2-minute segment. One city. Uber and Lyft are still in operation. They haven't changed their rates. They haven't changed their safety measures. You did nothing.
Reporting, Levi Eastman, News Channel 5. Thank you, Levi. Uber and Lyft have said they need more drivers to meet demand after COVID restrictions have been lifted in Nashville. They both came up with incentive packages to try to attract drivers back behind the wheel. Websites also talk about setting your own hours, getting paid fast, and getting support at any time.
So if you build a channel, right, if you put in the hours and build a channel, use it for something good, right? Have the balls to stand up and organize something, right? Now, there are YouTubers out there. I don't want to give them...
Go ahead, because I got something coming for you.
I don't want to give them more energy than they deserve, right? But they know who...
That's why you have a 2-hour video about me? Okay, that makes sense. But I got something for you. I got something for all of you. Real good. Piece of shit. I'll show you.
They are.
Show all of you.
They were helped in the past. In fact, I was one of the guys raising money for these individuals, right?
Not true. That is a lie. I have never taken a dollar from Thorsten. He does not like me ever since his little New Orleans ploy, and I told him, fuck off. I've never liked him. He's never liked me. He's a fucktard, asshole, lying bitch, all right? All right, asshole. So if you go to my playlists, all right, you will find multiple playlists. I have driven for Rideshare. Rideshare. I know you hate hearing this. You are not a rideshare driver. You do not drive for Uber and Lyft. You are not a rideshare driver. You are the private ride professor. And in a little bit, you fucking shit on rideshare drivers, and this video showed it. So I'm going to keep my video up even if you take this video down. If you go to my channel, you will see I have playlists. I've driven for Uber and Lyft in Chicago. I have plenty of advice videos. I have driven for Uber and Lyft in New Orleans and Baton Rouge. I have plenty of videos on advice for rideshare drivers in those two markets. And also, when I drove for the 4 or 5 cities in Iowa, was it 5? Maybe it was 5. Maybe it was 8 different cities. Okay, I did a full detailed week of a video of what it was like in Iowa, what it was like driving in Iowa, and what I learned along the way. I've also explained in detail how the change in Uber's pricing, how their surge worked when it changed from the multiplier to the flat surge. I went into detail. Anyway, it's all there, all right? I've been giving advice on this channel. This is what makes you such a piece of shit. And I want everyone to see this, okay? You are not, remember, everyone, he is a private ride driver. He is not an Uber and Lyft driver. But look at what you do. Look at what you do. Let's see if I can do this. My other phone pooped out on me. Oops. So check this out. I want you guys to see something. A non-rideshare driver, okay? Actually, I'm going to go one step further. Look at this. I want you guys to see this right now. So rideshare professor, he just did this video, okay? What do you know? A fucking ad on something tragic that happened to a rideshare driver. What do you know? Ain't that some shit? He is profiting off of tragedies that happen to rideshare drivers. He makes videos of drivers that have died, and he puts ads on these videos. Yeah, and so I want to show you guys something. For those that aren't content creators, I want to show you something. Let me see. I want to show you guys something, okay? Ads do not magically, this is my channel, ads do not magically, once you upload, ads don't come on a video. So the green means it's monetized, in which sense I explained why I monetized those videos. That was to help pay for Daisy's vet bills, even though it wasn't going to be much. That's why I already said I didn't feel good about that, but it was to go towards Daisy's vet bills. So this one right here, the reason why you didn't see any ads on it is because it's not monetized. Let's see, monetization off. It says right here that my monetization is off, okay? I don't put ads on videos that are just unnecessary. But you guys, you're not content creators. I want you to know, you actually have to go in and monetize a video. So with that said, oops. Let's see. Let's go back here. I'm gonna show you guys something. This is Mandy Martinez, okay? Mandy Martinez was a friend of mine. There are collab videos of her and I on YouTube. When she was sick with cancer, I actually went to visit her in the hospital, okay? Now, you want to hear something interesting? So look right here where it says Lady Driver Pro Mandy. First of all, it was Driver Lady Pro, not Lady Driver Pro. We will miss you. And rest in peace, Mandy. I'm not trying to use you for this. Mandy was a wonderful person. She was one of the biggest activists for rideshare driver rights, rideshare drivers' rights. The way that Thorsten is going about it. What do you know? Another fucking ad on the death of a rideshare driver, and you're not a rideshare driver. You are not a rideshare driver. You do not drive for Uber and Lyft. You have not driven for Uber and Lyft. Somebody said since 2015, all right? If you want to make videos, then fucking be the private ride professor. You're not a rideshare driver. What do you know? A fucking ad on my friend's death. Okay? So we're gonna go back to my main channel because I don't want to watch ads. And then we're going to continue the rest of this video. Well, at least a good portion of it. What else you got to cry about?
Restrictions have been lifted in Nashville. Time.
So if you build a channel, right, if you put in the hours and build, right, getting them videos, getting them announcements, helping their websites, you got to eliminate them, right? So don't limit yourself, folks. Don't limit. If you have an audience, 2,000, 6,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, do something with it. Do something with it, right? You have the ability to call out these CEOs. You have the ability to stand up for drivers. Now, when I organized this strike on Memorial Day, I knew people would jump in and say, how could you do this on Memorial Day, right? This is about the fallen heroes. That's why in my interview, and I'm going to put the link underneath the video, I specifically, right in the beginning, say, I do not want to take away any energy, any limelight from the fallen heroes, right?
But you did. You can't. This is called gaslighting. This is exactly what this is. This is called gaslighting, okay? Your actions don't match what your words are here. So we're seeing something and then hearing something completely different. You organized a strike on Memorial Day and later on said that it was about our fallen drivers, which I am not heartless. God rest their souls. God bless their families. I am not heartless. But make a holiday about our fallen rideshare drivers. Be productive. What you did was low because you prevented people from going to see their dead fallen heroes on Memorial Day. Having Memorial Day barbecues. It was fairly nice from what I remember. It was fairly nice. Memorial Day barbecues to visit congregate with their family and appreciate their fallen loved ones. You took that away. Well, you didn't really because you're ineffective, but that's what you tried to do. It was a piece of shit thing to do.
Now, there are guys, I'm sure you've seen them. The one guy sort of bought himself the Wolverine glasses, has the Wolverine beard and everything, has several thousand followers, and he went off. I mean, you talk about theater, you talk about drama. He got really, really triggered by my video, right? And it was not my intention to trigger him. It was my intention to bring energy and light to this issue called safety. It was my intention to also memorialize, to also remember the thousands and thousands of drivers that have sacrificed their lives for these gig companies and they're no longer with us, right? to go out in marketing and create a separate day. You have
to go out in marketing and create a separate day. In marketing and create a separate day.
Memorial Day, you have Christmas Day, you have your birthday. Those are all big, well accomplished dates in the calendar, right? But to go out and brand something like a Rideshare Day is extremely difficult. So the idea
You have to start
was
somewhere.
to jump on that word, Memorial Day, memory, remember, right? Remember these drivers. And some people blew it completely out of context.
It wasn't out of context.
The bottom line is,
it wasn't out of context. That was exactly what it was. You were taking away rides from people that lost their fallen heroes, or trying to at least. That's not out of context. Organizing a strike on Memorial Day is exactly what that's doing.
Stop barking. Start biting. Start using your teeth. Start using your fangs. And to that Wolverine wannabe lookalike, get some claws.
Whoever said I was trying to be like Wolverine? People have told me when I get grizzly that I start looking like Hugh Jackman from, the Wolverine character when I get all grizzly. People have told me that. I don't know any time. There's no video on my channel ever that I ever said that I wanted to be. I don't know where that came from. That was weird. And so far, there have been 2 videos, mine and this one, and so far you've done more barking than me.
Some claws, some of these. If you want to be Wolverine and you want to dress up and do your beard like Wolverine, actually go and get yourself some claws so that you can cut and you can do some damage there, right? But this barking needs to end. What we achieved on this day is the beginning of many strikes to follow. I'm already talking to other people. I'm already talking to reporters. We got a couple of stories on this. We made the news in Tennessee, right, that safety is not addressed, right? And I made Memorial Day about safety.
Right, and I made Memorial Day about safety. Right, and I made Memorial Day about safety.
Let's not lose more drivers. Let's not lose more riders to this gig business, right?
I can agree with that.
Remember
Memorial
the ones
Day,
that
though?
have fallen and actually start doing something about safety. You cannot have criminals get on this platform that easily.
I agree.
So if Uber and Lyft are surprised why so little drivers are on their apps, right? I'll tell you what, a lot of people feel unsafe. So if they're already vocalizing that, if they're already saying, hey, listen, I feel unsafe, you got to address those concerns. So instead of putting $200 million into a propaganda campaign called Proposition 22, why don't you funnel $200 million and tighten up your safety net, right? It is unacceptable.
That is the first time that's coming out, to my knowledge. Why wasn't that the message? Why wasn't that the message? Why was it all about the strike on Memorial Day? That would have been a better message. You just said that.
To me, as a YouTuber who represents a lot of drop.
Maybe. He does a lot of this shit. But I'm not subscribed to him, as you can see in the video. I'm not subscribed to him. He doesn't add any value to me. He's not a rideshare driver. He doesn't know what it's like to drive on the roads. He has rich clientele, and he's a private ride driver. He's not a rideshare driver. He does not drive for Uber and Lyft. He doesn't he doesn't know what it's like.
Drivers, who is a voice, who amplifies your voice, it is unacceptable to me that I need to go through newspaper articles or watch videos of people dying every single day.
That I need to go through newspaper articles or watch videos of people dying every single day.
Because they are failing to.
Every video that you have made You go through these articles because every video you make videos about rideshare drivers' tragedies and you make money off of them. You capitalize on rideshare drivers' tragedies.
Do anything about safety. Now, if limitation rideshare, if Uberman Tampa had paid attention to that and would start barking less and using their channel as a bite and calling out these people and doing something about safety. I don't see you guys do anything about safety, right? You show your earnings.
Actually, then go about it that way. So, okay, first of all, I have several videos on. I have a GPS tracker on my car that I pay $25 a month for. It can tell how fast. I have a video on the GPS tracker on my car. I have a video on protecting yourself. I have another one about a rider that I picked up from a gun range, and I told him that I would feel more comfortable if that was in the trunk. He put it in the trunk. Don't tell me you don't know me, and maybe you should have done your fucking research before you go with some wild accusation. The videos are there. Go look at the dates. I have talked about it. I have a dash camera. I've talked about that too. I've said it many times. Get a dash camera. So I'm not sure what kind of, this is very, very little homework done by the refund professor, the private ride professor.
I made $800 today. You made $800 today because there are so few people on the road, right? Believe me when I say within 6 or 12 months, you back and you're going to be crying about those monies. Temporarily go and milk the goat, go and milk the cow because you are making money now. No disrespect to that. But instead of showing your earnings, right, why don't you actually use your challenge for something good? And it's called change. You have the ability to change. You have the ability to.
I have always said rideshare is not a permanent gig. It's a great fill-in. It's a great part-time. I think that everybody should, if you are capable, New Year's, days like New Year's, days like St. Patrick's Day, days like, what's another great one? 4th of July, the gay prides, the festivals, the concerts, all those ones. I have said in the past that this is actually not that bad of a gig. Uber and Lyft is not going to be here forever. Oh, God, that face. Ugh. Uber and Lyft is not a forever gig. We're not going to retire doing this. And I understand that rideshare drivers are inheriting the same problems that cabs have been having all these years. But let's address that. Let's address that, which I have addressed that before. This is not a forever gig. Have a backup plan. And I've said that before too.
Bike. So let's and more of this, right? Go for the jugular. Make a change. And that's what we did on Memorial Day. We set a whole series of strikes in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, the next strike, and this is going to work.
The problem is telling the difference between an Uber shortage and an Uber strike.
Because I'm speaking to people, asking CEOs, what do you think will work? What type of a strike? If we had to say from 12 to 3, 12 noon to 3, apps off for safety. 12 to 3, apps off to safety every day for 60.
Before the pandemic, I was also bartending, and I've been working in bars and restaurants since I was 14. Even my mom told me as an infant, I would keep her up all night and then sleep all day. I'm a night owl. I'm a night owl as night owl can be. Okay? I'm up the majority of the night, and then right before the sun goes, I'm a vampire essentially, is what I am. It's not. I can't just shift my sleep schedule. And first of all, why would I even do it the way you went about it now? Piece of shit way to do it. I mean, there could be a conversation. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I really rely on the hours of 11 p.m. till 3 in the morning. And then even from 3 to 6 is still, if it's still fucking busy, I'm out there. So I'm not sure if this universal thing can fucking apply to everyone.
Day. So all you do is between 12 and 3 p.m. in that day, you can make the 3 hours up at night. You can make the 3 hours up in the morning. But between 12 and 3, we take a stand and we strike for 60 days, and we let the people stay there. They walk out lunch. They walk out of lunch. They walk out.
That is my schedule. It's not just that. I'm not the capitalist driver that says like, yo, these drivers aren't going to be out there, so I'm going to fucking make all the money. No, I wouldn't intentionally get out there and drive between 12 and 3. But I have been doing that for over a year in Chicago. Since I moved back to Chicago, I have been doing that for over a year now. May, June 1st. Over a year now. That has been what I was doing. You are asking me to change something that I've consistently done for over a year. So I'm just saying there's a big difference between my schedule of driving and what he wants to, and the capitalist drivers that are just say, well, no one else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to get out there. So I'm just discerning a difference between me and those drivers.
Out of the offices and there's no Uber, right? We set something great in motion. What I wanted to achieve was to acknowledge all of those, the fallen heroes, right? Obviously, World War I, World War II, a lot of Americans died, right? We're not taking away from that. You can never take away from Memorial Day. That's what Memorial Day.
You did take away from that. You did take something away from people that lost their fallen heroes, whether in the war or after the war. You did take something away. You took something precious. You attempted to, even though you said it was a worldwide strike, but only Nashville has you on their news for a 2-minute segment. You did take something away from them. At least you attempted to. And I am saying, I'm not saying strikes don't work. I am saying that you are a piece of shit for doing that. That's a bitch move. Just like if you go to his videos and you don't see any of my comments, believe me, I'm commenting. But he does, and he actually does delete a comment of somebody that stuck up for me in this video and said that I actually drive for Uber and Lyft while he deletes people's comments in this stream. That's a bitch move. That's somebody that can't handle criticism. That's a bitch move right there. So you are a bitch.
It is. But I really want to also remember the girl in North Carolina that got killed and dumped on the side of the road.
She sadly was raped and murdered, which you made a video and monetized it about her too. You tell people to help other drivers. You tell people to use their platform for good. But you don't give advice on how to make more money, where's the best places. Well, I think you used to. Now it's changed into driver tragedy and monetizing and making money off of driver's tragedy and driver's death when you don't even fucking drive, which he admits later in the video.
The Anwar, the guy that tried to save his car and got smashed into the side of another car. I want to remember those people, right? And that is why I chose Memorial Day. Not to be tacky, not to be unclassy, right? I myself, I'm a vet. I'm an army boy. I went to the army, right?
Okay, this is a common thing when I used to watch it. I'm not subscribed to him, but when I used to watch him a long time ago, is he says that he made things or did this much, but he doesn't show proof. If you were in the military, which respect if you were, but wouldn't you have some sort of tag or something? I'm just curious, would you be on some database? That's something I'd have to look into. I'm just saying I'm a little skeptical about if that's true or not. It's really hard to believe someone who gaslights and has lied as much as you did.
I don't have to go like limitation rideshare and show my dog tags. Listen.
I don't have to go like limitation rideshare and and show my dog tag. So I don't have to go like limitation rideshare and show my dog tag.
So listen, the dog tags are there for you while you're in combat, while you're in war. So if you die, they know, okay, we got the tags, or we'll try and retrieve
That is not how it works, and I did not think that I would have to get into this, so I'm sorry if this is way off subject. That is not how it works. You don't take the dog tags off of a dead body. There are two of them. Let me show you how this works. There are two of them, okay? If you die, the big one is left on the body, and this has his mother's name and address on it. This part gets taken off and goes back to the family member. So that's not how that works. I'm sorry if that's way off topic, but I didn't think I would actually have to teach him how that works.
Retrieve this person, or they're injured, we're going to helicopter them out there, right? If you want to carry those dog tags around with you, that's cool. Use them as jewelry.
That's cool. Use them as jewelry.
I've been wearing them since 1997. I've been wearing them since 1997.
But to flaunt and do all of this Broadway drama, this bark, 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 and say we're not achieving anything, we're not doing anything on Memorial Day, right? You're wrong. We did something big. We set a whole series of strike in motion. I had
one strike, and it did nothing. Uber and Lyft are still in operation. They didn't raise the rates. They're not doing any safety measures. It did nothing.
Countless reporters contact me and say, wow, that was a very good marketing angle. That's great. The one reporter said he picked up so much heat from Uber. They did not like. Uber and Lyft did not like that he wrote that story.
I would like to see that Uber actually responded. You know, Professor, could you ask your reporter friend for that? Did Uber actually contact the reporter? I find that really hard to believe because you said this was worldwide, but got 1 2-minute clip on it. So in one city, I'm really skeptical about that.
Right, that we were amplifying a strike, that we act.
So just show it. Just show it. Ask your reporter friend. I'm sure he'll send you a screenshot. Sure. Okay. Send a screenshot that Uber actually contacted the reporter and be like, we didn't like it. It was mean. Let's see.
Actually, for one, started speaking up for ourselves. When these organizations like Rideshare United, they all went in there, workers' movement, whatever they were called.
Workers' movement, whatever they were called. Workers' movement, whatever they were called.